uses photosynthesis to take in carbon dioxide and let out oxygen gas.
Marquise breathes in the oxygen and breathes out the carbon dioxide. The trees then take back in the carbon dioxide. Marquise gets carbon dioxide from the food, which is plants and animals. The animals eat plants, so they are also eating carbon dioxide.
The algae was alive in the ocean millions of years ago. It dies and is covered in layers of rock and soil. Over time, it turns into oil.
Humans put the gas from the oil into their cars, and the cars put it in the air after combustion. The oil is released as carbon dioxide, and the trees take it in using photosynthesis. These graphs shows everything that I just explained.
Ten ways to reduce your carbon footprint. One way to reduce your carbon is to air dry your clothes. The second way to reduce your carbon is to use trains or buses. The third way, as everybody knows, is to recycle. The fourth way to reduce carbon is to use your own faucet water if it's healthy enough to drink. The fifth way to reduce carbon is to use these kind of light bulbs. I don't remember what they called, but they swirly and they look like ice cream. The sixth way to reduce carbon is to eat food that's not imported and food that's in your local neighborhood. The seventh way to reduce carbon is to accelerate slow in your cars. The eighth way to reduce your carbon footprint is to eat less meat. The ninth way to reduce your carbon footprint is to take short walks and ride bikes instead of using your car. The 10th way to reduce your carbon footprint is to travel less during your summer.
Electricity is a significant source of energy in the United States and is used to power homes, businesses, and industry. The combustion of fossil fuels to generate electricity is the largest single source of CO2 emissions in the nation, accounting for about 38% of total U.S. CO2 emissions and 32% of total U.S. greenhouse gas emissions in 2011. Transportation. The combustion of fossil fuels such as gasoline and diesel to transport people and goods is the second largest source of CO2 emissions, accounting for about 31% of total U.S. CO2 emissions and 26% of total USI. Industry. Many industrial processes emit CO2 through fossil fuel combustion. Several processes also produce CO2 emissions through chemical reactions that do not involve in combustion. Fossil fuel combustion from various industrial processes accounted for about 14% of total U.S. CO2 emissions and 12% of total U.S. greenhouse gas emissions in 2012. In 2009, the CO2 global average concentration in Earth's atmosphere was about 0.0387%, or 387 parts per million, ppm. At the scientific recording station in Mauna Loa, the concentration reached 0.04%, or 400 ppm, for the first time in May 2013. Sea level rise is accelerating. The number of large wildfires is growing. Dangerous heat waves are becoming more common. Extreme storm events are increasing in many areas. More severe droughts are occurring in other places. Unless we address global warming, these consequences will continue to intensify, grow even more costly, and increasingly affect the entire planet.